So we have these two distances. First one is the lag distance. It is the distance traveled by the vehicle after taking the decision that you need to apply the brakes to stop the vehicle. Second one is the braking distance, where you are applying the brakes and as the vehicle is in motion, it will move to some distance. Okay. In this case, in the case of the braking distance, there are different components. This is your G, which is coming as deceleration. Next is F, friction of the road surface, and there is a plus minus N. Why plus minus? N is the natural slope of the ground. अगर आप लोग ढलान की तरफ जा रहे हैं तो आपका गाड़ी ब्रेक अप्लाई करने के बाद भी ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस जाएगा। अगर आप अप स्ट्रीम में जा रहे हो तो ब्रेक अप्लाई करने के बावजूद आपका गाड़ी उससे पहले ही मतलब स्टॉप हो जाएगा ड्यू टू द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स व्हिच इज पुलिंग इट बैक। Okay, so these are the two distances that you need to take before going into the SSD's calculation. First one is the lag distance and the second one is the braking distance. Now, for different vehicles, obviously, the speed will be different. Okay, the conditions will be different. So, we need to have some standard values of it. What are the different standard values? First of all, friction on the road surface we know. Okay. Generally take it as 0.07. The friction in the road surface we generally take it as 0.07. Then the natural slope of the ground, we do have these values. If we say 0.002, इसका वैल्यू हम लोग पता होगा, ठीक है? या प्लस होगा या तो माइनस होगा। V is in meter per second. ये कैसे पता चलेगा? We need to limit this value. There must be a sign of speed limit. Okay, so it is generally taken as 40-45 km per hour to convert it into meter per second. Okay, in most of the cases, average speed may look like 40 to 45 km, even 50 km per hour in some cases. So we need to convert it into meter per second. Then we have the deceleration. The deceleration after applying the brake for different type of vehicles, we will have a value. Okay. Now, this is your unknown term, T. This is the time. This is called as reaction time. So, the reaction time may differ from one person to another. But what we generally do, we used to take it as a standard value of reaction time as 2.5 seconds. Now, what actually happens in these 2.5 seconds? We see the object, that decision of applying the brake will also be taken within these 2.5 seconds. This is coming from the theory which is very famous. It is known as PIEV theory. This is perception, intellection, then emotion and volition. Okay, so four things are happening. PIEV, 4 letters, 4 words, 4 situations will come. Okay. You have seen the object. Okay, this is your P, perception. Okay, it is coming to the brain here. Intellection. Perception means what you are thinking about, what you are seeing. Then intellection is your intelligence, how to handle this situation. Third part is emotion, which is critical. In what state of mind you are. वो देख के आपको क्या लग रहा है? आप डर सकते हो, आप कॉन्फिडेंट हो सकते हो, आप किसी जगह से ऐसे जगह से लौट रहे हैं जहाँ से आप बहुत खुश मजाक से लौट रहे हो. So these are different emotions that may come into your mind, and you may or may not be able to react accordingly. Depends upon this emotional feelings. अच्छी तरह से रिएक्ट करेंगे, बुरी तरह से रिएक्ट करेंगे, रिएक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, we do not understand the assess the situation very well. The accident may take place because of that. So this is your emotion, and last, you have taken the decision. Up to this is your volition, the different decision that you have taken. So this is your PIEV theory. Okay, here is PIEV. All of the words have their different meaning, and this theory is very famous in understanding the reaction time, which is considered as 2.5 seconds. So in future, whenever we are going to take care of these kind of values, this will be, this time t is 2.5 seconds. If in the problem this time is not given, you may take it as 2.5 seconds. Now this SSD will come in the units of meter. Okay, when this will be converted into kilometer, this speed, sorry, not this SSD will come again in meter. If the speed is in meter per second, if the speed is considered in kilometer per hour, then this equation will be looking like this: Vt plus v square plus 0.278 f plus minus m. Okay, 0.278 plus minus m. 0.278 v square by 2g यहाँ पे था पहले for meter per second of velocity value in meter per second. Now we have converted it to kilometer per hour. So this is your v square by 0.278. This will come. Okay. So all of these things are considered for calculation of the stopping side distance, where the vehicle need to be stopped in a safe distance before it collides with another vehicle or another object in the opposite direction. Stopping side distance. Stop करने के लिए कितना देखना पड़ रहा है, कितना डिस्टेंस तक देख सकते हैं. ठीक है. जब आप लोग गाड़ी चलाएंगे तब आप लोगों को समझ में आएगा why this is very much important. Because in many cases, in this kind of horizontal curve or turning that we generally tell in normal words, there are so many green coverings may be there. दोनों तरफ पेड़ पौधे हो सकते हैं. ठीक है. तो उन जगहों पे बहुत धीरे से चलाना पड़ता है. स्पीड को वहाँ पे लिमिट कर देते हैं, क्योंकि stopping side distance वहाँ पे बहुत कम है. That stopping side distance is less. So to stop your vehicle before the collision, you need to have a slower speed. So in those cases, the speed may be restricted to 30-35 km per hour. Okay. Now, one of the things that I will be telling you again, that is about the width of the road that we are talking. That width of the road is considered as per IRC as 3.75 meter. Why? Because this is your road and the vehicle is moving. This is the front side of the vehicle that you generally see. Front of the vehicle. There are different vehicles of different dimensions. So IRC has taken as the maximum dimension of the road width or the width of the vehicle as per the different guidelines. Okay, the maximum width एक vehicle का हो सकता है वो है 2.44 मीटर, 2.44 मीटर. Okay, this 2.44 meter is the width of the road. Now, on either side there must be some buffer, there must be some clearance. When you are walking, you need some clearance on your either side. So here the vehicle also needs some clearance, because in case of vehicle the speed is very high. So this side and this side, this clearance is taken as same 0.655 meter. Now we will add up all these three. This one will come after adding this one and this one. So two 0.655 components are there. Another one is 2.440. So it is coming down as 0, 5, 7. So this is coming down as 3.75 meter. This is for one width. One pavement width would be 3.75 meter if there is one lane. Okay. Now if there is multiple lane, there may not be so many space available for them. So in those cases, this is slightly reduced and 3.5 meter per lane is considered. ये रिड्यूस क्यों कर सकते हैं? क्योंकि यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे दोनों साइड पे अगर ये ले लेते हैं, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है? यहाँ पे एक और व्हीकल है, मान लीजिए, just consider to let's say here is another vehicle. So here we may take 0.655. Is there any need to take this one? ये वाला लेने की जरूरत है? नहीं है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे है, तो गाड़ी यहाँ पे भी चल सकता है. So your vehicle may come in this position. This could be your vehicle. Then there might be another space of 0.655 meter. So additional lane जो है, additional lane आपका जगह कम करता है, ठीक है. उसी हिसाब से यहाँ पे 3.5 मीटर लेन पर लेन लोग ले सकते हैं एडिशनल लेन साइकिल से, ठीक है. एंड ऑल्सो वी हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट द थर्ड, व्हिच इज नथिंग बट द सेपरेटर ऑफ दिस पेवमेंट फ्रॉम द फुटपाथ. दिस इज फुटपाथ, दिस इज ऑल्सो फुटपाथ, दिस इज योर पेवमेंट. This is your curve. Okay, curve having three types, obviously mountable. जिसका हाइट होता है 5 से 10 सेंटीमीटर के बीच. सेमी माउंटेबल, सेंटीमीटर के आसपास. एंड non-mountable. More than 20 centimeter. More than, okay, THAN. More than 20 centimeter. तो इस पे चढ़ नहीं पाएगा. कुछ व्हीकल्स इस जगह पे चढ़ सकते हैं, कुछ जगह पे नहीं. और यहाँ पे कोई व्हीकल चढ़ सकता है, क्योंकि ये सेपरेशन हो रहा है और द पेडेस्ट्रियन जो लोग पैदल चलते हैं. लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसा सिचुएशन आ सकता है जहाँ पे व्हीकल्स को यहाँ पे चलना पड़ता है, जहाँ पे लोग कम आते जाते रहते हैं, वहाँ पे लोग ये सब कर सकते हैं टू अवॉइड सम डिफरेंट सिचुएशन, टू अवॉइड द ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ एनी व्हीकल. तो वहाँ पे जो शोल्डर है वहाँ पे रुक सकते हैं, ठीक है. सो अप टू दिस आवर डिस्कशन इज ओवर फॉर टुडे. इफ देयर इज एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज आस्क. ল্যাগ ডিসটেন্স আর ব্রেকিং ডিসটেন্সের ডিফারেন্সটা ওকে. ল্যাগ ডিসটেন্স হচ্ছে সেই ডিসটেন্সটা যখন তুমি সিচুয়েশনটা দেখে ব্রেক অ্যাপ্লাই করবে. সিচুয়েশনটা দেখলে এবার তুমি কি করে ব্রেক অ্যাপ্লাই করবে, ঠিক আছে. এইটার জন্য তোমাকে দেওয়া হচ্ছে 2.5 সেকেন্ড সময় রিঅ্যাকশন টাইম. ওটা তোমার রিয়াকশন না, তুমি দেখলে সিচুয়েশনটা, তারপর তুমি ব্রেক অ্যাপ্লাই করবে। এই সময়ের মধ্যে গাড়িটা যত দূর যাবে, ঠিক আছে। আর ব্রেকিং ডিস্টেন্স হচ্ছে ব্রেক অ্যাপ্লাই করার পরে যতটা, আফটার অ্যাপ্লাইং দ্য ব্রেক the distance traveled by the vehicle. That is why these components are coming. You have applied the brake. As the vehicle is still in motion, it will move to some distance. Okay? Anything else? Okay. Thank you. So please take the attendance.